Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my video. My name is Kayla Rundle, if you do not know me, and I actually will be working on the Duramax today. I know this truck has not been shown much on my channel, but I did do one video on it. I did a wash video a couple months back, but I just got a wheel lights and rocker lights kit, which I have everything laid out right here. And I am at 57 LLC, and they are the pros with trucks and all aftermarket modifications, lighting. I wanted to bring it to a shop so I could do it correctly, because as we know, I don't have very many tools, and I didn't want to mess up Sam's truck, since especially it's like a daily and his work truck. So if his wheel falls off or something, it'll be my fault, so we don't want that to happen. So I'm with 57 LLC or 57 Customs. Ben is the master at this, so he's going to show us how it's done. He's going to show me how to do it, so you guys will be able to install these rocker lights on your own truck. Gosh, jacking up this big truck is terrible. Can't do this in my garage.
You see the little...
Yeah, I see exactly where it's supposed to go.
Okay, cool. Are we close?
The front one looks good. This one I just moved a bit.
Yeah, it's just got to go square on there. Yep, that should be good.
Oh, shit. This is sick.
It allows for adjustment on different vehicles.
Sweet.
All right, now we're set. Gotta just figure out where to put.
What do you want them? Yeah, so you can't just attach it to this.
I mean, it's what I'm gonna have to do. I just
That'll be fine with screws.
Gotta find a solid spot. What did they give me for mounting? Oh, no, they're gone.
They work?
Yeah.
Ooh, it's pink. Yeah, I remember learning about that, how white is all the colors combined. It's the opposite of colors when you mix them.
Yeah, right?
Thanks.
Vato Loco.
Oh,
There you go.
yay.
Happier than a
Blue.
fire picker tree.
Blue is nicer on the eyes.
So excited about these.
Yeah.
Can you make a black light?
That's what he always
I know,
wanted.
I know it is.
Well, black light will be like bluish purple.
There you go, like that. There you go.
So I downloaded the app. Okay, so the app is called LED Lamp, right there. And then you can pull up a huge color wheel, and there's all different modes and variations you can do, so you can make the lights do whatever you want. And then, so I'll show you on the light. If you just move it to like red or whatever color you can see behind me as I move it on the color wheel, that the lights will change on the truck. And it's all Bluetooth, so it's super easy. You can do it in your vehicle while you're driving, so that's pretty cool. And he's explaining to me how we're mounting them. I think we're gonna do 2 in the front grille and then 2 in each fender well. So the lights will be spaced out evenly, and probably 1 in the back as well. So it'll be like a full underglow effect. What, the lower grille or up there?
Up the upper grill.
Okay.
That way it'll just shine on the radiator.
Yeah.
Come through. So this will go in, because you don't want it lit up down here.
Nah.
You're not going to be able to really see it. Let's verify.
Yeah, because he has 2 batteries, so you can put in either one, right?
Yeah. We've got to verify that it doesn't have to be on a ignition hot switch, that it just has to be on hot power. But if they want it on ignition hot, then it's going to change how I wire it.
Oh, so when he turns on the car, it turns on?
Yeah, with the key on.
So it doesn't flood the battery and the car's just sitting there?
Yeah, so it doesn't drain at all.
Yeah. Probably says directly to the battery, then you use the Bluetooth to turn it on and off.
That's what it says, yeah. It's always easier to shove wires down than to pull wires up. Unless they're attached to rock lights. Because then you can't shove the lights down. So you have to pull them up.
Yeah.
So the way I do it is, so you got to shove these through the fender wells so you can fish the wires through there easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a 250 amp breaker here. There's a 400 amp and a 500 amp. So we're going to hook up to any of those because you can pull amps off there without worrying about blowing the circuit. And that's directly hooked to the battery hot, so It's easy install there.
Cool.
I'm gonna attempt to self-tap it right to the side of this ring. It's nice and clean.
Sweet. Yeah, bolts for me take the longest. It's like,
Yeah, by hand. And I see all these guys on YouTube and they're like, we're just gonna do this. And then they speed up the video and they're like,
that's what I do.
and I'm just like,
So you're just punching it so you know exactly where the holes go?
yeah.
Just like a guide hole?
So it doesn't walk around. To pull the fender, check behind it so you don't drill into anything.
Smart.
So that's what we're gonna do.
Check the vendor.
Check the fender.
Just gonna pull it out.
Yeah, pull the whole fender out and then put it right back in just to verify we have a place that we can drill without screwing anything up. Canyon Lake.
Oh,
Caught the most amount of fish I've ever caught.
how many?
I probably released 100 fish in 3 days.
Oh my. It's just his fenders are so dirty.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
God, I keep finding more and more.
Yeah, there's a push clip too in the middle.
I did see that.
Yeah, this
Yay, I finally get to work on Betsy.
one. Back in with this now.
Oh, I missed one. Oof. There we go. Yeah, I'm used to my plastic one that's so easy to clean. I put like all-purpose cleaner before I work on anything, and it's like it's completely spotless. Jeez.
Yeah, there we go.
Yay!
I'll tell you what.
And there is. They give you a template.
Smart with the paint. I've always used like a tiny little thing of double-sided tape, so wherever you press it, it sticks.
Oh yeah. Well, usually if I don't have the option to put a bolt through, I usually have to paint around the hole.
Yeah.
Stick it. And
That's
it
so
puts
nice.
it on there. And you can always brake clean it off.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, I had to drill them.
So fun.
Put the lights on his bumper. It barely goes through.
Yeah. It's like the perfect size though.
Yeah. With a jack. I get to look like, if you look in there and you don't see what I did, that's how I like it.
Yeah.
Took out, that's the push clip. Let's get that one. Alright, look at these wires fucking hidden now. Look at that.
Yay.
It's tucked up here, and then I'll get zip tied all the way back.
It's not bad.
Yeah. Do you have that extension?
Yeah, you want the 10-footer or the pet peeve is tails from zip ties?
Fucking so. You fucker.
So we got these rocker lights in the back, and we did it a little differently than the rocker lights in the front, because in the front we use like the stock placement for these, but in the back it has like a little cubby in here, so that the thickness of this doesn't fit in here. It would just kind of be floating weirdly. And we couldn't put him back here because the entire bed is one piece of metal, so then the screws would have gone through the bed, so we don't want that. So we found a perfect little hollow place that we were able to reach our hands underneath and screw them in here and here. So just be careful when putting in the fender wells that you're not going to be screwing through the bed, because that would be bad. And then we took the wires and tucked them behind these 3 screws. So then once we put these 3 screws back in, the wiring holds itself up here by itself perfectly. And he wired it all the way through up in there, all the way through, and then through the chassis, right?
Cross member, yeah.
The cross member all the way over there. And we had to use the 10-foot extension wires in order to reach it, because this truck is massive. Now the same thing on this side, but we're running out of extension wires. But it should be able to work. And we're thinking of doing 1 light right here in the center instead of 2, just because we're limited on wiring. So all the tires will glow. We can make it all pink. Yeah, if only it was October. It'll look nice. I'm sure Sam will love it. It's a perfect spot for it. Do that again?
It's done. Look it. Yay!
Woo! It's an octopus.
Yep, it's a squid. You done?
All right, you gotta tell him.
Okay. Nothing tackier than a wire installer that uses zip ties. Doesn't cut the end off with it. Pisses me off. Total hack jobs.
Right?
Cut
Always,
zip ties,
always
guys.
cut the zip ties.
Zip ties.
He even did the hard ones all the way down
Yeah,
there.
come on, look right down here. Cut your zip ties. Now you gotta get it with
Hey! Super dirty, you gotta clean it. Dang, that looks really nice. It's perfect. Loops the wires and the loom all the way across the firewall. That looks really clean. Professional. So close. Oh. Oh. Oh my gosh. And if you see these bright lights behind us, that is the Duramax with the rock lights. Guys, this truck looks insane. Sam, what do you think of it?
I think it's the sickest thing ever.
Do
You
you
got to
see-
see the front end.
The front end.
The front end is so hard.
These lights are so bright. Like, it looks like I'm underneath the ocean right now. Yeah, the front end looks, it's my favorite part. Oh. Ooh. Chevrolet.
Driving down the road, this is just unreal.
It's so pretty. You should change the colors on it with your phone.
Color do you want? Pink?
Oh, I love the pink. I like purple too. This is so fun. It's pretty simple. You just use your phone to connect to the Bluetooth, and you can change to whatever color you wish.
The green is tough.
It's so fun. You can literally make it like strobe too, which you have to be careful based off of like the local laws and whatever state you guys are in. So be careful of that because you will get in trouble if your car does this on the street. So most of the time it's for parking lot show only and for like car shows and stuff. Hey. So funny. But anyways, I do have a discount code for this kit. It is Kayla Rundle, just like most of my discount codes. So if you use Kayla Rundle at Adrenaline Off-Road, but you will be able to get 10% off the rock light kit. And for ours, we did go with the 12 light rock kit, but we only ended up using 11 just because I didn't get enough extension wires for the kit. And we ended up getting 2 10-foot wires and so we got 2 10-foot wires and 4 5-foot wires, and we needed the extension wires for how big the truck was, so just be cautious when you guys are looking at the kit on what you should get, because the more extension wires, the better. It just makes your life easier. The hardest part about this install was definitely just wiring it up. The rest, like drilling into the fenders, was relatively easy. It's just figuring out where all the wires go and making sure they're not hanging down. And it almost looks stock in a way. You can't see wires.
Yeah, they did a really clean install. Like if you look in here, I'll turn down the brightness so you can kind of see. But like it's all tucked in behind here. Like no issues whatsoever. All of them work perfectly.
Right.
And they're all
mounted.
mounted.
On it for a while.
Yeah, I've been driving on it for a minute. I've washed it a couple times. Like they're not moving in there. Like those are in there.
Yeah, they're waterproof and everything.
And like you don't have to have them on all the time.
Yeah.
So I mean, when I leave for work at 4 a.m., they're on and they look tough. But then when I'm driving in the middle of the day, I don't need to have them on.
Exactly. You don't need them all the time, and it draws little to no power. It's literally
You can leave them
less than
running.
10 watts.
Yeah, you can leave them running literally all night, and then come back the next day and be like, "Oh, forgot to turn off my lights."
Yeah, literally, it doesn't draw any power because it is LED. So, and thanks again to my guys at 57 LLC. They knew what they're doing. They're awesome to hang out with, and they do everything off-road and anything truck related. I mean, they said they could literally do anything.
Cody and Ben are the best.
Even install exhausts like on my Camaro and just stuff like that. They knew what they were doing. Awesome guys. Yeah. Sam's worked with them a lot in the past. He knows more than me.
They're great guys. I mean, they won't put something on your car unless they would put it on their own, which is great. So there's not many people in the industry that I actually trust like that. So they've always been phenomenal.
And people that actually take their time with installs, like
yeah, they don't rush it.
Small things like cutting the tails off of zip ties and like actually taking the time to properly wire something. Like we took a lot of the day mostly just fixing other shops' mistakes on his truck, and I didn't show that in the video because it's bad. But they really know what they were doing. And from so far away, it's like, how do you not just look at that? It's ridiculous. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was something different. It was fun to actually work on the Duramax my first time. All cars end up being like the same across the board, so it wasn't too bad. Sam's just having a blast with the lights now.
What do you guys like? The white, the blue, or the purple?
They're all cute.
Or the green for
the
cash.
Green,
the green is
sick.
cash.
I do love the green. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys in the next one. I love you all so much. Peace.